Have you ever thought that hearing the word no could be your step towards a big success? In the bustling world of the cleaning business, where we fight for every customer and the competition is so big and the need to stand out is so vast, embracing the word no can actually become your secret weapon. The cleaning industry is booming and we know that. And it's those who aren't afraid of rejection, those who climb to the top. So today, let's dive into how being brave enough to face the fearful word no can transform your cleaning business. And you're so correct. Today, we're gonna talk about highly anticipated Go for No by Richard Fenton and Andrea Waltz. Amazing couple, by the way. Check out a couple of their videos. So understanding Go for No. The book completely flips the script on how we see rejection. This concept came to life at Richard Fenton's story in a men's clothing store. He learned a life-changing lesson. Success doesn't mean avoiding no, but rather how many no's one can handle to get to yes. Richard feared going too far and getting rejected, but he discovered that the real growth happens when you step past that fear. This is the lesson, and it's not just for the sales, it's for anyone, especially in the competitive cleaning business. If you're starting solopreneur, then that's for you. If you already have a business that you're growing, I don't think you can afford not to know this information. So let's dive in a little more into Richard's clothing store experience, where he come to work after he worked for his father's car dealership, and where he was working for father's car dealership, his dad started promoting him, and at a night he just put him as a sales manager in a sales department and told him, here's the phone, son, call and get me the customers. But they didn't talk much. And what happened when Richard started getting no's, his self-esteem started getting hurt, which made him inactive, which made his morale to go down, and eventually he quit. And after that, he went on to start working on a clothing store where this event unfolded, which was an eye-opening for you. So he was selling to a customer who seemed ready to buy a lot. So he kept selling, the guy walked in, but then Richard thought he should stop before pushing too hard and getting a no, because he already hit his mental ceiling limit. His boss though, Harold, comes in, and Harold explained to him that the mental ceiling, a limit Richard put on himself. Harold challenged Richard to break his limit and aim for no, teaching him that our biggest growth comes from the stepping into the discomfort of rejection, not running from it. And the way Harold proposed it was so amazing. When Richard was proudly showing off when the customer left after hitting his mental spending limit, Harold comes in and Richard said, hey, did you see what I did? He's like, yeah, great job. I saw what you did. And then see, the client bought so much clothes. And he's like, well done. But why did you stop? And then Richard couldn't answer the question. And then he started replaying it in his head. He's like, I thought customer wasn't gonna buy anymore. And Harold said, did the client told you that? And then after replaying it, Richard is like, no, actually customer did not tell me that the customer wasn't able to buy anymore. So literally what happened is we all have spending limits, ceilings for whatever we can. Some things we spend more and other people spend less. And there are like gazillion examples of that. For example, the audio stereo equipment in my home is inexpensive because I don't really care about it. But the restaurants I go are more expensive because I care about the food. So there are some people who have like a really expensive sound systems and they could be eating at the fast food restaurant. So we all have different priorities. That's what I'm saying, which means we all have different ceiling limits. And when a customer hits your ceiling limit, just keep on going. So it doesn't mean you hit that customer's ceiling limit. So applying this to cleaning, and how can we apply this? In the cleaning business, if you think about it, this story is a gem. How many times have we held back from knocking on that door, picking up the phone and calling, or offering additional services to our existing customers, fearing that they'll say no? But looking at the Richard's experience, it tells us that the power of pushing past these self-imposed limits, if you start chasing no, for every rejection you face, actually moving you closer to your goal. It's actually about learning from each no, whether it's refining your services, understanding your clients better, or improving your pitch. Well, imagine setting a goal for how many no's you're gonna get as opposed to yeses. This shift can drive in innovation and resilience in your business, making your team stronger and more adaptable. So to get a victory, your goal is not to get yeses, because yeses are harder, but we know each no will get you closer, but instead to get no's. So what happens there is you start a day, and let's say your mechanism to bring in the leads is outbound, and it's a cold calling, and no one likes to hear rejection. And you pick up the phone and that day and you hear 3 no's and your morale is down. But what if your goal is to not to end that day unless you hear 100 no's, and that's it, or 50, whatever is your comfort zone. Just take the number for whatever the number is comfortable for you. And what happens when you start getting those no's? Hey, this is John's Cleaning Services. Can I help you to upkeep your facility clean and neat? I'm like, nope, okay, thank you. And then you call back, right? Of course, there's a little more into cold calling script, but when you get like 10s or 20s no, along the way you get, sure, what is your company name? Do you want to come for a walkthrough? And those are the yeses. And those yeses you put on a separate bucket as like, hey, you got them. But your goal is to get those 50 or 100 no's. And until you get them, you're not feeling victorious. And when you have those 100 no's for that particular day, you're victorious. So you want it. You tap yourself in the shoulder, and then you do it next day and the next day. If you do it 5 times a week, you've got 500 no's in just 1 week. And if you do it for a month or for a year, just do the math. And along the way, you've got yes, can come like do the walkthrough with me and etc. And this is how your lead list will go up, which means the higher the leads, the more leads you receive, the more proposals you provide, the more no's you get. But along the way, you get yeses and more, because the other option is you just do nothing because your morale is down and it won't get you anywhere. So bringing go for no into your cleaning business means changing how you and your team think about rejection. And that's the key of this. It's setting goals for no's, analyzing what they teach you, because each no you want to hear and manure and make yourself better, and celebrating them as steps to your success. For example, create a culture where every no is a reason to learn and improve, not a cause for disappointment. This approach unavoidably will build a business that's not only tough, but also constantly evolving, always looking for new ways to succeed and grow in a competitive market. If you haven't read the book, I suggest you will. It's a super quick read. And check out the videos of Andreas and Richard. And as a team, as a family, they work so well. You can see the synergy, how they operate, and they've got so many other examples that they can literally give you that will help you to get more customers for your cleaning business. And that's the goal. The more clients you have, the larger your company is, which means eventually you can exit your company as well. And when we talk about exiting, there's a book that I recently read. It's called The E-Myth Revised by Michael Gerber. And I'm about to put a video and I'll come out, and stay tuned on that, because that video teaches what you need to do once you build your business to exit your business on multiple, which means now you work hard and now you're able to finally retire and sell it, because you're building the business, a turnkey business, to someone else. You just hand the keys, they hand you a stack of cash, which is enough for you to retire, and then they go and get into your car or business, turn the engine on and start driving. They're happy, you're happy. So go for no is much more than a strategy, and it is a mindset. That's where it starts. It's to revolutionize your cleaning business. Richard Fenton's story from the clothing store is a powerful reminder that our biggest breakthroughs often come as facing our fears and rejections. Let's embrace each no with courage, knowing that it guides us to better and leading our business to thrive. So today, start your journey to chase no and turn your cleaning business into a beacon of success and resilience. Click here right as soon as you sign up and hit the like button, and I'll see you there. Bye-bye.